Welcome back to my channel. I've been on a pretty crazy journey. I have lost 10 pounds. It was like 3.5 months I went on a pretty dramatic cut because your girl got a little too thick by accident this summer. I gained a lot of weight this summer. I was just not comfortable there. I was also at a point where I was like, I don't really want to force my body to eat in an excess at this point. I'm very comfortable kind of just eating what my body wants to eat, as in like portions. I think that's like the biggest reason I've lost weight is I've just been listening to my body and not trying to keep on size or gain weight. And that's been pretty impactful for me. And I just obviously, like I've said in videos before, I kind of am over that phase of like wanting to be as thick as possible. And yes, you can blame it on trends and saying that I'm just following trends and whatever. I felt this way for a long time. My body just wants to be at a certain point and I'm not going to force it anymore. This is just what's been making me feel best and I'm following that. To dive right into this, I have had an addiction to sugar and carbs my entire life. If you guys follow my Girls Only Fitness page, I have been wanting to start a 30-day challenge, a series centered around fat loss. So I've had this addiction and I don't think that it has been benefiting me. I actually think that it has caused a lot of fat to build up around my abdomen. Besides the fact that I want to lose a substantial amount of fat in my midsection that I feel like is just very stubborn and doesn't want to move. Besides that, I've been wanting to do a detox of processed carbs and processed sugars. So that is what this challenge is going to be for 30 days. I've already started. Unfortunately, I've had some camera problems. I'm actually filming this on a different camera today, but I still wanted to start this with you guys on Monday, and you are welcome to join me. It is a little intense, but I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing it for a week now, and I feel really good. So let's get right into it. The macro split that I am going to be doing for the next 30 days is 60% fat, 30% protein, 10% carbs. A high fat, high protein, very low carb diet. Studies actually show that a high fat diet can actually help you lose fat.
Started this diet at 208 pounds. I weighed in this morning at 202 pounds. So that's a 6-pound weight loss in 4 weeks. Sounds pretty appropriate, about 1.5 pounds per week. My abs are showing a little bit more, which gets me really excited.
If you're not eating in a surplus, your body will actually start using stored fat for energy. So you can actually lose fat by eating in a high fat diet. Don't know why I've never tried this before, but we're getting started this month. And so far it's been great. It is a little difficult because I feel like I'm completely changing like my nutrition style of eating. Like I eat a lot of carbs every day. So that's been like the hardest part. This detox in general is difficult. Oops. My mom kind of motivated me to try this because she's been doing something called the Galveston diet for a year now. And it's basically keto. There's a little bit of sugar, a little bit of carbs. So not fully keto, you're not in ketosis doing this diet, but it's very close. She has lost so much fat and she has lost so much weight. She is a nurse practitioner, so she's done so much research on this diet because of how much it's transformed her body. So I've wanted to try this myself. I just want to mention a couple facts about fat loss because something that I wasn't aware of is a lot of studies indicate that high insulin levels are causing stubborn belly fat, but fat in general. High insulin comes from eating an excess of processed carbs and processed sugars. It can be the reason your body is not burning fat like you want it to. That is what the experiment is the next 30 days. I want to lower my insulin levels. I want to be eating in a high fat diet and not in a surplus, but not necessarily cutting. I want to be eating at a place where my body starts to burn fat as fuel instead of trying to burn carbs as fuel. I'm basically going to give you guys like right on the screen, I'm gonna give you guys my macro split. I have not really been counting my calories the last week. If you are eating at your set macro goals and you are following your macros every day, you shouldn't need to count your calories because obviously macros add up to calories. But it's been very relaxing focusing on macros over calories. I do think that high insulin levels could be leading to this stubborn belly fat that doesn't want to go away. So this is really an experiment. And I do want to say this, like I say in every video, I am not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a dietitian, nutritionist. I'm just a fitness girl that is just trying to see what I can do with my body naturally. And I really like to do experiments with my body. So this is an experiment, and I'd love for you guys to try this with me if you are in the same place and you are wanting to lose stubborn fat, maybe stubborn belly fat, but you don't really want to cut and lose a lot of size and be in a deficit. Shoot, my light just turned off. Yeah, that's basically the next 30 days, guys. That's what I'll be doing. This series is called Losing Fat Without Cutting. So in terms of my workouts, I'm doing a lot of weight training, I'm doing cardio, and I'm also doing Pilates. So sounds like a lot. I'm gonna be adding my workout split to my Discord, and I'm gonna have a link to my Discord down below. If you wanna join the series and you want to lose fat without cutting, I highly recommend you join the Discord group. I will be having my week of workouts along with all of my favorite high fat, high protein, low carb snacks and meals. I'm gonna have a list of those. I know you guys are thinking Christmas is coming up. I wanna be eating good food. I wanna be eating sweets. I am gonna be taking like a 2-day break, probably 3 with New Year's. I'm gonna be also talking about like what I'm doing on those days, how I'm still going to be like trying to follow this diet in a certain way, not like fully cutting out all carbs and sugar, but we'll still be strategic about it. So that will also be in the Discord. Like I want to start this in December, and I think it's important to start these habits right now. So I would love for you guys to do this with me. I think there's going to be a lot of changes happening. I'm already seeing them, as you guys are seeing in these like before and afters and pictures. This is really just a fun experiment to try. It is going to be challenging, but it's 30 days and that's how I'm viewing it. If I can continue after, great, but I'd love for you guys to try these next 30 days out with me. Like I said, I will be uploading a lot of videos for this series, but this series is for anyone that has stubborn fat, especially stubborn belly fat, that still wants to grow muscle, still wants to grow size, just wants to try something different, wants to do a little detox. This series is for you. If you have any questions, anything I didn't answer, please don't hesitate to ask me below. And yeah, I'm excited for you guys to do this with me. I will see you very soon, very, very soon in my next video. And I love you guys so much.